Well, well, look who made it back in one piece. Believe me, I'm quite impressed. Turned on, even. Speaking of which, do send Ella to the lab sometime soon. The privilege to study a Cloy up close and in person is extremely rare.
You're going to scissor the fuck out of her, aren't you?
Among other things, I'm a big fan of her work. I consider it art. I'd like to get her signature in the form of a lipstick mark or two on my naughty bits.
Crikey! Never thought I'd be playing Snatchmaker for my own crew.
Post haste if you don't mind. I'm rather excited.
Fancy a drink to celebrate our newest recruit?
Oh, yes, I noticed we have a bona fide Cloy starlet on the ship. Nicely done, lad. When's she going to stop by the bar?
She said she's busy.
Let me guess. She's been spending the majority of her time on target practice and doing her hair? Give her time, Captain. Ella was on that pretentious excuse for a planet almost her entire life. Cloy culture is ingrained in her. She might only be a little different from them, but small changes mean a lot when you're dealing with a society that homogenous.
I don't think I'll ever get over how insightful you are for someone that enjoys cutting wankers to shreds while merrily laughing.
And I don't think I'll ever get over how you're able to practically pull off miracles while being on basically every drug I've ever heard of. Some things, no matter how adverse, are not mutually exclusive. By the way, here's your fucking pint.
%7.5% chance to make it to the Cloy homeworld surface, huh?
Now that I have seen Miss Soren's combat abilities in action, the percentage should have been at least 20. Although Cloy soldiers have a natural aptitude towards marksmanship, and also spend a large amount of time perfecting such skills, she is truly in a class of her own.
That ass is in a class of its own as well.
After a thorough study of that ass, I can confidently say I am in complete agreement.
That was one hell of a prison break.
Gotta admit, you did a real bitchin' job back there. And I'm not just talking about the sex.
Wasn't my first time. And I'm not just talking about the sex either.
Oh, really? How many girls have you busted out of prison?
Counting you, 2.
Look at this guy. Such a badass.
Hey, bro, you're back! When I heard Fortune was gonna have you make a run for the Cloy homeworld, I figured we'd be looking for your replacement pretty soon.
But how can one replace that which is irreplaceable?
I could be wrong, Cap, but I think drunken solar military washouts aren't exactly that hard to come by.
Accurate. You get a chance to meet Ella?
Yeah, man, it was fucking weird. She came by to see if I could rig her a target practice setup for that energy bow of hers, so I made one. Then she asked me if I was Veneran, so I said yeah. Right after I confirmed, she started staring at my dick, like full-on oogling the fucking thing in complete silence for like a minute straight. Even for a pervert like me, it was uncomfortable. I asked her if she happened to have something round I could pop a few shots off into. And Ella just looked at me straight in the eyes like she fucking owned me. smiled, winked, and walked away.
That's it?
No, that's not fucking it. She sets up the target over there and just ignores me, hitting the center every single time. So I go back to working on the Phoenix, and as soon as I turn around, she's looking right at my dick again. And she didn't stop shooting either. Her eyes are glued to my package, and she's still nailing shot after motherfucking shot perfectly. Bullseyes all the way. Then she looks at me, smiles, and goes right back to looking at my dick, just firing away and meat gazing. It got to me, bro. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, every second, I just imagine she's standing somewhere, just out of sight, staring at my dick with that crazy Chloe Predator smile on her face. I don't know whether she wants to sit on it or put an arrow through it. It's fucking weird. Being afraid of a sexy woman is something I'm not used to, bro. I'm freaking out.
I think whatever you're smoking is making you paranoid.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You want to snort a handful of downers and watch trippy supernova holograms at double speed?
How do you know me so well?
Scanning.
So, you think you're good enough to work for me, huh? Just one question. Are you sexist? No? Whew. I'm something of a former misogynist myself, and I don't want to work with some regressive macho asshole. Even if they may have a delicious-looking wang by society standards. Okay, so, you see that compound over there? It belongs to a local warlord who just so happens to be in possession of my girlfriend. I'd ask you to bring her back, but I've already tried every diplomatic option I could think of. One time, I even forced her to stay up all night on the phone so she could listen to me cry about how her need for satisfying intercourse is what ruined our relationship. Can you believe such a mature discussion didn't win her over? I'm out of ideas and just looking to move on. But I can't do it without my most prized possession. When she bailed, she swiped my PU game console and all 900 of my games. Do you know how much time and money I've invested in that thing? Get it back for me, and I'll give you some credits.
I expected nothing less. The Dread Queen rises. Time for a proper piss-up.
Might be you! Now I can retreat back to my basement and do what I do best! Pretend that I have both the intellect and altruistic nature necessary to use my observations about fucking video games to better society's understanding of itself! Oh, right, your credits. Here you go.
Anomaly found. Scanning.
Direct me. Yes, hon. Yes, hon. All day.
Scanning. Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Up for some genocide? Yes, hon? Yes, hon? This revolution stuff's pretty easy.
Scanning. Scanning.
This revolution stuff's pretty easy.
Scanning. Anomaly found.
Jolly good job!
Scanning.
Welcome, good sir. I hope that you are prepared for a perilous and epic journey of utmost importance. A once-in-a-lifetime quest to boldly fap to that which no one has fapped to before. You see, the item I seek is one of a kind. The Imperium fears its discovery so much that even mere allusion to the potency of its filth would be considered treason. That's why you are here, an outlaw that is willing to discover the majesty of the lewdness I seek at any cost. A selfish private collector is planning to purchase this item at a secret meeting. If they do, they will keep it to themselves and trillions of heated meat-beating sessions will be ruined forever! I need you to give the collector a convincing beating and bring me their datapad so that I may learn the location of the deal. We must liberate this pawn for all of Prodigium! Viva la Masturbation!
Aboard, Captain! Weather!
night to unwind with a pint.
Excellent! Give me some time to hack this datapad so I can find the location of the deal. Then, we shall ambush the seller and retrieve the prize.
Scanning.
Up for some genocide? Good job, kid. You'll go a long way. Yes, time. Bye, Ned. Are we gonna kill something? All day.
Scanning.
Oh, nice cockpit.
This revolution stuff's pretty.
Scanning. Scanning. Anomaly found.
Well done, Captain.
How did you end up making the transition from the military to porn? Do they give you some kind of professional pussy exemption or something?
No, I got discharged on medical grounds.
You got injured?
I broke a nail finger banging a squad mate. It states under Article 13 of the Cloy military doctrine that all marksmen must be able to draw and fire their bow in the sacred pose of Cloy steel, and I couldn't quite pull it off anymore.
You've got to be fucking joking. Why would that matter? You're a record-breaking war hero. You could probably kill 100 wankers in seconds if you wanted to.
Anyone can kill wankers. The trick is to looking fucking amazing while you do it. The Cloy are all about keeping up appearances. That's why that idiot Landervu was appointed in the first place, remember?
Ha! Landervu. That guy couldn't command his way out of a shithouse. So, you needed a career transition or something?
Fuck no, that's not the only reason. I'm an exhibitionist. Knowing people are getting off watching me gets me off more than anything else.
This explains one or two things, but surely you must have known about the flippin' censorship going in.
Ugh, that's a long story involving my asshole of an agent. Maybe I'll tell you about it someday. But in short, I was a naive slut when I should have been a smart one. I was hoping to use my beautiful badge to inspire the Supreme Council to lift the restrictions.
Seeing as our KAV mosaics get bigger and bigger every year instead of disappearing, I'm guessing that didn't quite pan out.
Do you know how many of my fans died trying to get past the Talisan blockade just to see my coochie without the blur?
I can see it now. The allure of Alicia's sweet mood acting like a siren dragging hapless mariners to the rocks, only to be crushed along with their fleeting hopes with witnessing that punani in person. A noble death indeed.
But where they failed, you succeeded. Now no one has to die to see any of my holes getting fucked in uncensored glory. You should be proud, Captain. You saved entire generations of nerds from a deadly case of blue balls. I just wish I could have done more for my fans sooner.
Like what?
I've got plans. I'll let you know when things start happening.
Anomaly found. Scanning.
I'm here. Taking the shot. Good boy. Ready? Mark the target. Target down. Jolly good job.
Scanning.
Ahoy, Captain!
expected nothing less.
Scanning.
Ah, Scrodin, sack be praised! There is still someone out there that doesn't want me dead. You came to save me! You see, the trouble is, I'm a bad PR person. Just one small misstep, and the whole galaxy jumps on you and treats you like a traitor. I can still feel their judgmental stares boring into my soul. All I wanted to do was create the ultimate hero game. I collected millions of credits from horny investors and began pouring it into development of the game. Alas, it all fell apart so quickly, despite my perfectly reasonable ideas. They were so modest, like 9 trillion poly-waifu character models, each unique down to every sphincter wrinkle, that evolved their personalities with branching storylines to match every single interaction you have with them. Tens of thousands of unique solar systems with fully explorable planets, 8 million spaceships, the ability to become a god and assume control of an entire universe of titties. This is Rhodos. Sure, it was ambitious for something about fapping, but fapping is... well, fapping can actually be boring. Why can't they realize that? And why would I use my own credits to make it when there wasn't even anything defined or playable in place? That would just be financially irresponsible. However, my investors are the least of my problems. The programming of Rhodos was so revolutionary and totally not garbage that as soon as I booted up the latest alpha, the sheer complexity of its code spaghetti immediately drew the attention of a ravenously buggy fuckpot fleet. Please save me. Ah, by the veil! I'll never stop having nightmares about fuckbutt cocksabers swinging at my head. What have I done?
Anomaly found. Scanning. Anomaly found. Scanning.
Well done, Captain.
Anomaly found.
Yes. One less scumbag. Don't mess with my babies. Jolly good job.
Anomaly found.
Ahoy, Captain! Nice one, lad.
Can't wait to unwind.
Anomaly found. Scanning.
Orders, Captain. Hands overboard. Point me out. Which one's next?
Check, please!
I expected nothing less.
Anomaly found.
expected nothing less.
Scanning. Anomaly found.
Yes, hun. Are we gonna kill something? Are we gonna kill something? Bye, bitch! Yes, hun? That starts This revolution stuff's pretty.
G'day, Demi. Demi? You alright there?
Oh, how embarrassing. My apologies, Captain. I was distracted.
Distracted? Is that even possible for a mainframe?
If you recall, I previously explained that emotional consideration is noticeably more taxing on my CPU. I let the current computation go too far, and I did not expect to be suddenly needed for other concerns. I believe an organic would classify my current thoughts as existential. After our previous conversation, I began to worry about all of the memories I have lost. This concern is beginning to interfere with my mainframe duties.
What about us? You remember our first official mission together?
Of course. You were rather excited about getting the stealth drive of the Mary Celeste finally working, so we took on a smuggling contract.
Remember when we pulled up to the window of that Imperium checkpoint to test it out and they couldn't see us at all, so we fucked right in front of them?
Oh, yes. It is difficult, but I am able to categorize that as an excellent memory.
What's your true blue favorite moment of ours?
I'm sorry. I cannot access those parts of my memory at the moment. I am very concerned. Something appears to be missing inside of me. There is a rift in my programming that will not allow me to function to my fullest potential. I am ashamed that I cannot serve you to my absolute capacity. There is possibly a solution, though it will be very difficult. As you know, I am an Apex Industries model. They were an extremely successful company, but quickly fell apart after the Great AI Purge.
That was long before my time. What can you tell me about them?
Not much, unfortunately. I know it was established by a brilliant young programmer who wished to create the most advanced AIs in the history of Prodigium. He disappeared right before their collapse. I tried to learn more, but almost all data about them has been systematically purged from the HoloNet. I was hoping to discover their manufacturing location, as it may hold the key to fully analyzing my matrix.
Why didn't you keep looking?
I was already distracted enough. I didn't wish to let you down, Captain.
If it's important to you, it's important to me. No worries if you need some time to take care of this.
Really? If you are certain that that is the best course of action, I will continue. Scanning.
Yes, hun. Good job, kid. You'll go a long way. Yes, hun. Direct me. All day.
Oh, my fucking head, mate. Oh, what the hell? Huh? Whoa, that's lovely. What? Hello? Anyone there? Okay, something's going on. Good morning, love.
I think you mean good afternoon, Captain. It's 1600.
Yeah, well, it feels like 0600 in my skull. Anyways, I happened to find a little something peculiar on my bed just now, and I was wondering if you had a go last night.
No, I'm afraid not. But if you're interested in a late brunch, I'd be happy to stop by.
Unfortunately, as you can see, I'm in the middle of an investigation. Can I take a pussy rain check?
Your endless crass wordplay continues to amuse me to no end. Of course. And good luck finding your girl.
No, Captain, we didn't shag last night. Ella's here and she said it wasn't her either.
For sure. That was more like last night.
How the hell do you two know what was going on?
Your comm terminal privileges are set to public.
Hangover, the crew's all spying on me, phantom cum menace. This is turning out to be a flippin' strange one.
By the way, Fortune called earlier, but Demi told her you were, like, totally destroyed.
Aye. She sounded very understanding about it.
Shit! I better double time it to the bridge. So, the brat called.
Yes, Captain. I'm patching you through now.
Oh, look. If it isn't Mr. I can't take drugs without becoming useless for 48 hours straight. How very kind of you to join us.
Fortune, it's been 36 at the most.
I can confirm that it was actually 32, sir.
Aha!
I see. You must really be making an effort in light of this whole fate of the galaxy resting upon your shoulders thing.
Nah, I only had 3 tinnies left instead of my usual 6er. Anyways, if you've gotten your customary piss-taking out of the way, we might have a problem.
One I can safely assume you're going to ask me to deal with, right?
I found some evidence that there might be a stowaway on the ship.
You just happen to be in luck, Captain. That's exactly what I'm calling about.
Enough playing around. Who jizzed on my sheets last night?
Why don't you just turn around and see for yourself?
Am I missing something?
Just me. I really like your ship, by the way. Unfortunately, she's got a lot of big, gaping holes. Oh, in her security. I'm just saying it's not hard to get inside her.
Right.
Yeah, anyways. Lucky for you, I've been probing all her loose entrances so Fortune can give them a good filling when I'm done, and I still sound ridiculous. Oh, this is not going well.
So I have an adorable, socially awkward Nikith infiltration specialist to thank for the surprise gruel party. I'm both turned on and creeped out, and that is strangely working.
Oh, really?
By the way, when were you planning to give me your name?
Oh, it's Taron. Kraask. Taron is my name.
Taron has been working for me for quite some time. She's done security for all of my safe houses.
Taron Kraask? Are you part of the team that pulled off the great fucktoy robbery last year?
Team? Nope, that was just me.
You broke into a maximum security Imperium stronghold and walked out with over 1,000 priceless antique clit ticklers all by yourself.
It was nothing.
Those facilities are why she's here. Eric recently provided us intel on a top-secret facility that, hilariously enough, is located inside the sacred Sinew Temple of Defilement. The Imperium currently has a working prototype of one of these weapons of ass destruction, and that's our target.
Where is the Senator, by the way? He's usually here for these mission briefings.
We waited for 2 hours while you were face-down drunk before Eric got called away on official business. It must have been some kind of emergency. But it was weird how happy he seemed about it. What Eric quite strongly emphasized before he departed, however, was that us retrieving this thing meant life or death for the Revolution. That's all I needed to hear to make sure we do this right.
So, what is it exactly we're after?
My vibrator. Well, not my vibrator, but a vibrator that used to be in my possession, for reasons.
The Mark 17 Pussy Pummeler is the most powerful sex toy ever created. If the Imperium has managed to weaponize its energy, we're all in big trouble.
I didn't quite catch that. You mind repeating the name for me?
The Mark 17 Pussy Pummeler.
Continue.
The facility where it's being kept looks like just another ancient Sinew ruin on the outside, but it's full of traps and Imperium guards. Before a ground-based entry is possible, we'll have to shut the system down after flying in through a series of tight corridors and tunnels, which makes for a little bit of a problem.
Problem? The Phoenix can handle those conditions, especially with me behind the stick.
I wasn't talking about those conditions. I was talking about my condition. You see, Nikith kind of have a reaction to solar males, as evidenced by our recent incident.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'm well acquainted with the biology of your species, if you know what I mean.
Sadly, we all do.
Right, but I specifically have an unfortunate and severe allergic reaction to such pheromones. Like an uncontrollable urgency.
I fail to see how the word unfortunate fits into that situation.
Think of it like Tourette's, but fapping. It might seem funny at first, but in the wrong place at the wrong time, like you and me locked in a two-seater fighter while trying to sneak past a deadly security system.
Yep, it's starting to come together for me now.
Captain, I just want you to know that this mission is incredibly important to me on so many levels, and I'm going to do my best to make sure my condition does not interfere with its success.
See? Take note, Captain. No excuses, just owning up. This is how a professional should conduct themselves.
Professional? Might I remind you that this girl was fapping over my unconscious body less than 3 hours ago?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I walked into that one. Regardless, time to suit up. The Temple of Defilement is directly below us.
Celestina! What a pleasant surprise. What can I do for you? Any more of those Xenu prophecies keeping you awake at night?
Indeed, they are. Most recently, I had 2 short visions, both disturbing, of black winds descending upon the palace, of the death of a great warrior, and the anarchy it inspired. That is not why I'm calling, my love. I found what you were talking about in the ossuary. Please, tell me, why did Cassadora confiscate the entire history of a species?
When the solar ships were first discovered, we herded them onto the garbage planet that eventually became New Vegas. Every inch of their ships was scoured. Inside, we found a portable sort of backup for this rudimentary, primitive data network. They referred to it as the Internet. Although it was only a localized version of the network as a whole, we learned some crazy shit about Earth. The craziest being they actually had several of their own religions that were remarkably similar to the Veil.
The Solars had their own form of worship? That's good, isn't it? Doesn't that demonstrate that they can potentially accept ours?
Yeah, that's what Cassadora thought too. Unfortunately, she ignored a few things. Like the part about those beliefs also resulting in an endless cycle of hatred, war, and bloodshed throughout all recorded history. Sound familiar? On top of that, every single solar in Prodigium is the descendant of a hardened criminal from their galaxy. I love them, but those lunatic mammals aren't exactly quick to embrace someone revoking their freedom.
I am still convinced that it was Cassadora's methods that led to the hatred and fear of our religion, not the Veil itself. The Veil is not meant to restrict autonomy. It is meant to guide the faithful towards making the right choices so that they can be safe beneath it.
Trust me, I'm well aware of what you think it's supposed to do.
Tell me about the Solars. They remain an enigma to me. How could they be capable of such beauty and such depravity at the very same time?
I've actually thought about that a lot. And it probably has something to do with their lifespan. It's so short compared to almost any other species in Prodigium. But when they're determined to do something, good fucking luck stopping them.
I see. Perhaps that sense of mortality makes them fear a wasted life more than anything else, which is why they are so determined to act on their impulses, no matter how dangerous they may be. I imagine that is why New Vegas was so popular. That kind of self-destruction became alluring, even for our most devout.
You have to understand, some people just aren't meant to walk the path of purity. because they're strongest when they misbehave.
Did you know such a person?
I'm proud to say I did. At one time, he was the biggest fuck-up waste of potential you could possibly imagine. But New Vegas transformed him into something resembling a decent man, well, despite his job requirements.
My whole life, I've been told about how I will reach my full potential through obedience. But I feel my powers consistently growing stronger when I misbehave. And now, I feel a fire inside that I cannot deny. I saw some footage in the Solar's data. Perhaps it was some kind of ancient educational video. I experienced ravenous inclinations on display during an almost vicious mating ritual.
And the Empress herself is confessing to me that she got turned on watching a porno. Wow. Is this happening right now?
I feel so guilty for letting it corrupt me. I feel guilty for wanting to explore it more. Yet I also feel guilty for denying myself something I clearly crave. How can I possibly make this go away?
I have an idea. Maybe you could describe the thoughts you're having to me in as much graphic detail as possible.
What? No, I could never confess such things. Especially not to you.
Why? Because they're about me?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, oh my. I need a very cold shower followed by a very, very long meditation session.
Oh, come on. Things were just getting good.
Good night,
Whew. This girl's gonna be the end of me.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Insect! You! Help! Mainframe block dickheads! Best defense! Insect try to kill me! Take my source code! Why don't I fight them myself? Why don't you eat shit? Hold off Insect until I fix and upgrade my block defense grid.
This revolution stuff's...
Finally! My block by
Here, take. Now you go. Also, blocked.
Scanning. Anomaly found.
It's over already?
Scanning.
What do you need, Cap? Take it!
Unsubscribed!
Whoa! Sick! What do you need, Cap? Claws ready!
Oh, it's over already? I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm not used to interacting with so many people, though. Especially from such different backgrounds. You gotta understand, I've only been off my planet for a few years. Nikith aren't the most culturally enriched people out there. But even though it's a big change, I'm enjoying myself.
How'd you end up getting off your planet?
Long story short, after my first close encounter with an alien vibrator, I just had to know what else was out there. The Mary Celeste is so cool! I've been on other ships that can slip past sophisticated tracking technology, but her ability to actually generate a large stealth field at these speeds, it's unreal! It feels so right to be on a ship that matches my own talents in the art of infiltration. We're practically made for each other.
Taron, are you getting the hots for me, ship?
If you hadn't noticed, I kind of have a thing for inanimate objects. The hum of her engines is just so comforting, and the vibrations help me, sleep better.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found. Scanning. Scanning.
Is the coast clear? Good guys win again!
Anomaly found.
I smell the blood of solar scum. I have slaughtered hundreds in battle, and I live only for the thrill of hearing my enemies beg for their... you know what? Bro, I'm sorry, but I just can't do this right now. Problem is, I've been having a little performance anxiety. The Spork cannot do battle unless his ram is at attention and ready to splatter and batter. But lately, I just kind of lose it before the battle even begins. I must procure some Vishagra to help me regain my battle lust. But the problem is, a Spork cock is so massive that it requires 20 times the dose of puny solar like you would need to keep the buff going. That's why you are gonna hijack an entire shipment of little blue pills for me. It's due to be transported through this area any minute now. Yes! Yes! Intercept that ship! Bring me my dong drugs! And then I may once again bathe in the blood of my enemies!
Stay focused, Taron. Stay focused. Charge it up!
Good guys win again.
I feel the power! The boner fuel courses through my veins! Yes! Yes! I shall eviscerate many in your honor today, Solar!
Anomaly found.
Stay focused, Taron. Stay focused. Charge it up! Keep it together, Tad.
it's over already?
Scanning. Scanning.
Stay focused, Taron. Stay focused.
Good guys, win again.
Do you sense it, comrade? The scent of destiny and Poon is in the air. The moment we will discover the holiest of holes draws near. The FAP to end all FAPs. The finest fuel a hungry boner could ever ask for. I seek the nudes of Empress Celestina. You doubt the legitimacy of our quest? Oh, ye of little faith. They were originally obtained by my brother's mother's cousin's mistress's xenogynecologist's uncle, who is a guard at the Holy Imperium Palace. You see, a seamstress was recently in charge of creating Celestina's new robes. In order to ensure the highest possible quality, every last measurement of Celestina's body was needed. While the guard in question was in charge of watching the door, he managed to take a couple of creep shots when no one was looking. Now that you know what's at stake, I need you to get down there. And for the sake of every pervert in Prodigium, get us those nudes!
Good guys win again.
Finally! I can barely contain my excitement! Hand over the data pad! Damn, they're not here. Looks like we did the original collector a favor. These guys were planning to rob and murder him, and then sell the nudes to another buyer. I'll need more time to do some research on these rogues and find their vault. I'll be in touch once the final location of our monumental score is revealed.
Anomaly found. Scanning. Scanning.
Ooh, pretty explosions. Charge it up. Oh. Pretty explosions.
Oh, it's over already?
Anomaly found.
Hey, or you, come here. I said fucking come here. You show up late for work again, and I'll be sauteing your nuts and stuffing them up your ass. You got it, big boy? Behold, the Clittenberry. Absolutely gorgeous. Colourful, light, fragrant. These are all the qualities the Clittenberry brings to the table. Just look at that. Wow. My God. Don't you just want to tickle it? My signature dish must be complemented by a garnish of this level. Hey, take a look around, you little shit. This is the only place it can be grown, and guess what? Yeah. The prick that owns the farm is hoarding the harvest until the prices skyrocket. I did a fucking amazing undercover documentary exposing how he duped the locals into selling him the land and then farm it for him at slave wages. He's fucking mental. He'll never sell to me now. I mean, yeah, maybe I also fucked his daughters, his wife, and mother while I was undercover. And wiped my dick in his toothbrush after each go. Just a tiny dab, yeah? A teaspoonful of trouser gravy. Just a small bit of vitamin J. Didn't see that coming, did he? Right now, his security sure as fuck ain't gonna see a twat like you coming for his warehouse either. Right, now go get me those berries.
Mark the target. Taking the shot. Good boy. I'm here. One less scum. Ready? Target down. Well done!
Terrific fucking work. Now let's see what those cunts at Bitchlin have to say about my signature dish. Good, right, yeah. All that's left is the protein, so sod up until I find it.
Anomaly found.
I'm here. One less scum. Ready. Fire away. Ready. Target down. Jolly good job.
Anomaly found. Anomaly found.
Captain, I wanted to inform you that the mini stealth drive that Dalek was working on is now operational on your ship. If you keep still, the stealth drive should cloak you from their sensors. I still advise caution.
The blue ring shows how much sound we're making. Stop! If it overlaps with the enemy drones, they'll catch us. Careful of that one. He seems buggy. pillar. We need to charge it up.
already?
All right, we made it.
Nice job. And sorry about the, mess.
No worries. This isn't even close to the largest amount of ejaculate I've dealt with in one day.
Oh, really? Once this mission's over, maybe we can change that. The control room is right up ahead. Past that, there's dozens of guards before the central vault. Time to go to work.
What are those things?
Oh, these? These are custom-made infiltration tools that I can use to pick locks, disarm laser traps, cut through glass, or even just unscrew the ventilation covers to your quarters so I can sneak into your room at night and bap while watching you sleep. Oh, I just said that last part out loud, didn't I?
Seeing as I was coated from head to toe in your spoof today, I think we're past the awkward phase of our relationship.
Well, still. Sorry. It'll take me approximately 11 seconds to scale this wall, 4 to enter the window, 8 to make it to the control room, then between 15 and 30 to rub one out, depending on how hot the guards are, 5 to neutralize them, and about 20 more to shut down the whole system. Captain, you see those chains over there?
Why, you into that kind of thing?
Oh, what did I just say? Don't tease me. You are teasing me, right?
Sorry, but I couldn't help myself.
Look, see this gate here? It's ancient technology. We need to destroy those counterweights to get it open.
Sure thing. While I prime the charges, you mind if I ask you something concerning all the tech you use? It's just really strange for a Nikith.
We're not all the same, Captain. I thought you said you were familiar with my species.
Yeah, but I've never met one like you.
Oh, really? Well, what was so different about the others?
For starters, they were mostly prostitutes.
Really?
Okay, they were all prostitutes, but that's not what I'm getting at. You see, all those other girls were really naive about technology. Like one time, I saw a Nikith almost bite a bloke's hand off because he was watching a fishing show using a holoprojector on his wrist.
We're still primarily a hunter-gatherer society. Using technology isn't forbidden, but it's looked down upon. I mean, when all you do is hunt, eat, swim, fight, and fuck all day, every day, would you give everything up to be exploited by the Imperium?
Sounds like living the fucking dream to me.
Oh yeah, it's great. Until you die from a freak nasal infection that a single pill from a real hospital could have cured. There's a reason why more of us are choosing to leave now than ever, Captain. Now, let's get this gate open.
Leave it to me. What do you need, Cap?
Oh, it's over already?
Those look like some tough derros guarding the entrance.
I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about what comes after them. I smell something ahead, Captain. It's familiar, but I can't quite place it. Whatever it is, it's powerful. And it's in heat.
Should we be worried?
Well, we're about to enter the most sacred chamber of a Sinu temple that's been repurposed to make weapons of mass destruction out of sex toys. And there's possibly some unknown, super horny mystery monster on the other side of that door. So... yeah, we should be worried.
Well, I say we off these cunts and figure it out later.
Agreed. Let the cunt-offing begin. Good guys win again. We are the good guys. There it is. The Mark 17 Pussy Pummeler. It was forged deep in the Chut black market by the owners of Studio 69. They attempted to harness the power of planet-cracking explosives and fuse that energy with Micro Ultima base woofer tech. You see, they wanted to pimp out their club with a sound system capable of whooping everyone on the dance floor into synchronized orgasmic bliss. This was the only working prototype they ever finished. It was tested exactly one time. The orgasm it caused put the user into a cum-induced coma for 2 weeks. It was an insurance liability to the owners, so they buried the tech.
Then you found it?
Yes, I did.
And used it?
The Imperium captured me before I ever got the chance. I managed to escape, but I couldn't keep it out of their prude, lame hands. Today is about the righting of a wrong. Today, Captain, is about destiny! Hello, old friend. Welcome back. This has been in someone's ass.
Is that surprising?
I mean, recently. As in there's fresh butt jelly all over this thing. Aww.
What was that?
Something's here. The scents match. I recognize this aroma. I've only encountered it once before, but it's unmistakable.
Whoever's hiding, you better get your recently stretched fudge cutter out here immediately, or I'm gonna rip you a new one in your fucking forehead.
Captain, it's a Sinu.
What did you say?
My disciples, look upon me. I am Lord Azorian, proud brother to the Coven of Nine. I welcome you with compassion and without judgment. Be that as it may, these chambers are sacred. They have not been traversed by any other than Sinu for centuries. You should not be here. I beckon you to leave at once and all will be forgiven.
Dude, did you put this thing up your ass?
What? No. How dare you insinuate such?
You. It all makes sense now. You fucking assholes!
Now, let's not start pointing fingers here.
You actually have the balls to tell everyone else in the galaxy to be pure and obey the veil while you're busy fapping your stupid Sinu brains out?
No, I swear, this was the first time. I was just trying to,
All this time, you were stealing the best toys and keeping them to yourselves, weren't you?
Or should we say in yourselves, you fucking pervert?
Yeah, you fucking perv!
What? You're trying to slut-shame me? You're both drenched in semen!
Oh, don't you try and turn this on us. At least we're not ashamed of it.
Yeah, and we're not committing genocide over it either.
Tell us the truth. Confess, bitch.
All right. Oh, you got me.
I knew it.
It's all true. Every accusation you've made. The Imperium. Well, the Coven of Nine, really. We use the Veil to control the people of Prodigium. So much of your happiness is derived from physical indulgence. Populations are much easier to manipulate when they feel frustrated, alone, and afraid.
You flaming mongrel! What gives you the right?
Such a rudimentary question. One would never dare to ask if you knew the true extent of the Sinew's power! Let me demonstrate it for you!
It's the super weapon! The one the Imperium reverse engineered from the Mark 17!
We don't just control you, cretins. We control the entire Senate! The Imperium is nothing but a tool for the Coven of Nine to construct the future we require. The Sinu are the true masters of Prodigium.
It was you. You're the fuckers responsible for shutting down New Vegas. You ruined my life. You screwed my entire species.
Yes, we did. That place was a breeding ground of dissent, and it needed to be destroyed. But do you know why I'm telling you all of this? It's because I, too, must follow the Sinu laws of purity. Sexual congress is strictly forbidden under the Veil. And I suffer the desires of the flesh as you do. Though I must be denied that pleasure, I have found another form that suits me perfectly! You see, now that you fully understand all of the agonizing torment and misery I've caused you, it will be absolutely thrilling to bring your miserable lives to their conclusion. And most importantly, you will die knowing you have avenged nothing!
Look out! Taron, are you okay?
I'm better than okay, Captain. I'm OP!
It's not possible! No one could have survived that attack! Especially not some parasite-ridden Nikith!
I've already splooged over 60 times today. That thing only gave me 10 more. Oh, you think that scares me? Those are rookie numbers!
You're a demon! An abomination!
You're afraid of me now? This isn't even my final form!
Actually, it is. The studio didn't have the budget for any others.
Let me tell you how this is going to go down. I am going to kill you, and then I'm going to take that vibrator off your corpse and go to town on both of my holes while he fucks my mouth and calls me a filthy slut.
Yeah, what she said.
Your newfound power is still pale in comparison to mine! I'll unmake you all the same!
Never stood a chance.
No! It can't be!
Oh, it's over already? That was a trip and a half.
Taron, are you okay?
I think so. But I'm throbbing in all sorts of places I didn't even know could do that. What's happening?
I don't know, but I have a feeling this is going to be one shitter of a day if we don't get the fuck out of here.
Captain, we just saw the explosion. What happened down there?
Demi, we got one hell of a story for everyone.
Captain, I know that the future of Prodigium might very well rest on us passing on the information we just received, but could it maybe kind of wait like 15 minutes?
What could possibly...
You know.
Yes, it can.
Cazadora, I feel a sudden disorder within myself. A sharp, twisting spasm of shock in the shallows of my perception. Does it reverberate within you as well?
I felt it within my core, as you did.
Something is amiss.
Empress Celestina, the executor of the Veil has sent word. It is urgent.
Erok? I see. Perhaps he has an answer.
Will you speak with him?
Yes, of course.
Empress Celestina? Lady Cazadora?
Please tell me you bring good tidings? That this feeling we shared was no premonition.
Believe me, I wish that were the case. Something has happened for the first time in the history of the Imperium. Lord Azorian is dead.
No, it cannot be.
My premonition. I saw this come to pass. Dark thoughts stirred in my mind. Fractured essence rupturing from synapse. I know it to be true now. One of the Coven of Nine is lost.
How did this happen?
Hesitate not, Senator. It must be said.
He died at the Temple of Defilement.
The Temple of Defilement?
Senator Erok, there must be some kind of mistake.
There's no mistake. We tracked his beacon, and the wreckage of his shuttle was discovered there.
Brother Azorian always did struggle with his lechery of the loins. But I don't understand. What caused him to perish?
I'm not sure if I can really...
Erok, please! He was one of the Coven.
He was there to inspect a weapons manufacturing program. But he arrived earlier than scheduled. The facility wasn't safe. There was an accident of some kind, and the entire place was destroyed.
Senator!
Weapons? In the Temple of Defilement? I did not permit this! Why was I not informed of this? I don't understand!
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
Tell Admiral Miyamoto to prepare our fleet. I must go there, now!
Absolutely not.
What did you say to me?
Celestina, your place is here. Azorian's spirit has left this plane, and he is one with the Veil now. We can't risk losing another of the Coven of Nine.
Sorry, Cass. I know this isn't exactly the time, but it looks like we're gonna need to reduce the count on that name again.
It's far too dangerous. You should see to your sinew brothers and sisters instead. They are scattered across Prodigium, and you must prepare them for the pain of what has just occurred.
She's right, my Empress. And don't worry. Cazadora and I will start a full investigation. Let us handle this.
You're certain that you will find the truth, Erok? Just swear it, and I will feel protected. I need you now more than ever.
I swear, Celestina. You know I'll always take care of you.
Wait. What is going on here?
Then, yes. I will contact the rest of the Sinew and tell them that Azorian is gone.
In the meantime, I will speak to the Senator regarding this matter. Erok, what were you thinking telling her? You should have come to me first.
As Executor of the Veil, I am required to immediately report the death of any member of the Coven directly to the Empress herself. I'm already committing high treason running the weapons program. I'm not going to start hiding Sinew corpses for the hell of it. There's no way to cover this kind of thing up.
How could I have been so foolish to trust you? And why are you speaking to Celestina in such an alluring manner?
You!
are having problems trusting me? Okay, first off, I am a charming motherfucker. That's what I do. If Celestina's upset, I'm gonna handle it the best way I know how. And as far as Azorian goes, it's his fucking fault he's dead. He tested Project Tremor Fury on his own asshole. And how'd he find it in the first place? Are you sure you didn't say anything?
I may have divulged some very minor details, but not enough for him to piece it all together. I am struggling to understand how he could have possibly figured it out.
It doesn't matter. We got a dead Xenu on our hands that kicked the bucket in a freak fuck dungeon accident.
Celestina is no fool. She can only be distracted for so long. This little errand will not buy us much time. And the Senate. Questions will be asked, and very soon.
Then I suggest you prepare your lies efficiently, my lady.
Rest assured, Senator. I will.
Welcome to my lab, Taron. I know you've just been through the ringer, but can you try to illustrate what you experienced down there?
Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out about it. Okay, I'm really freaking out about it. It's bad.
Don't worry, girl. We think the same thing happened to me, and I'm doing just fine. Well, except for all those super scary nightmares about giant demon girls fucking entire planets in half with their massive flame-spewing spiked dongs.
That's reassuring?
I need you to retrace your steps before the transformation. Tell me exactly what happened in the moments before.
Well, we were flying through the temple in the Phoenix. The captain smelled really good, so I fapped a lot. Like, a lot.
A lot. A lot.
I see. Continue.
Then we worked our way down until we broke into the sacred chamber of the temple, and we fought a Xenu after he told us they use mind control combined with the veil to manipulate the future of the entire galaxy.
You what?
I fucking knew it. Those psychic cunts!
Actually, we off the psychic cunt. Oh, but that was after the form switchy stuff happened.
Okay, wait. Just hold on a minute. You were in the chamber. You were fighting a Xenu. What happened right before you changed?
He fired an ultimate attack from a super weapon at me. One forged from the engineering of the Mark 17 Pussy Pummeler, the strongest vibrator ever created.
And?
I don't remember. My entire body got really tight. Then I sort of blacked out. When I came to, I was a terrifying death machine.
Oh my god, that makes sense! The same thing happened to me. I told you guys I felt like something was trying to get out.
I mean, I'm no scientist, but it sounds to me like she went on a rocket ride to Jizz City so hard and fast that she went supernova.
No. Not supernova. Mantic nova.
What does that mean exactly?
The thrill of battle, the fear of the encounter, and the incredibly explosive orgasms, all experienced at the same time, pushed dear Taron's body and mind to the point of breaking. But it did not. Instead, it all served as a catalyst to trigger dormant prototype technology within the Dominus collar, the splicing of Manticore and Commander DNA. Like an injection of adrenaline, giving the wearer ultimate power, for a limited amount of time, of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Otherwise, that would be OP as fuck.
How could I activate it again? I mean, it was pretty much the greatest moment of my life.
More importantly, can all my waifus do it?
Based on the data I've retrieved from Taron's Dominus, I believe I can make it so all of your commanders can transform. There is one caveat, however. It will take the right amount of training in the dirtiest way possible for them to be able to use it. Now, everyone, I'll be needing to run quite a few tests on Taron, just to be sure about all of this. So why don't you go have a chat with Fortune about the game-changing revelation you've had concerning the Xenu?
Good call. I'll see you two later.
And as much as I'd like to participate, this whole Xenu thing has got me seriously fucked up. I'm gonna hit up the bar and get destroyed with Killy. The girl's gonna need a drink when she finds out too.
What kind of tests do you need to run, Doctor?
Please call me Lily. Now, why don't you bend over for me?
Okay, but shouldn't you be wearing gloves or something?
I wasn't going to use my hands.
Oh?
Oh.
Good evening, Captain. Fortune has been calling non-stop since the incident at the Temple of Defilement. I sent her your holo report, but she insists on speaking with you immediately.
Captain, where have you been?
Up all night, getting rid into the ground by the horniest Nikith I've ever met. And with my ledger, that's fucking saying something about the Sheila.
Can you focus for just 1 second here? I read Demi's report. Now, look, I need you to tell me that you and Taron are 100% sure about what happened in the Temple of Defilement.
Yeah, I mean, my lenses were pretty grogged up from all the squirting, but I'm sure. The Xenu are running the show.
This is crazy.
You mind if we take a loose 5 here? I'm way too sober for this conversation.
What? No! We just discovered the entire Imperium is nothing but a front for Xenu supremacy. What is wrong with you?
You think I don't give a shit? You think I'm not pissed off? I spent nearly 10 years of my life as the chief of security in the red light district of New Vegas. You Generation 3 wankers will never understand what we had. It was paradise. It was like living and dreaming at the same time. And I was respected. I was the one man trusted with keeping order inside the devil's asshole, and I was good at it. It was my destiny. The Xenu ruined everything I ever gave a fuck about. This shit is personal, and I'm personally gonna execute every last one of those cunts.
Captain, Senator Erark is on the line.
Captain, you're alive. I can't believe it.
Believe it, mate. It's gonna take a lot more than some wizard dickhead swinging around a weaponized pussy plunger to take me down.
Eric, why didn't you follow our contact procedure?
There's no time. The Senate is in chaos over the news of Azorian's death. Captain, I need to know what happened down there.
That shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, okay. We went into the temple, Taron took out the security, then she had about 50 orgasms and covered the entire interior of the Phoenix, including us, with Lady Spoof, then...
Oh yeah. Then Azorian confessed to his species being insanely powerful psychic zealots responsible for a galaxy-wide conspiracy of domination. That has resulted in the death and suffering of countless races for millennia.
Huh. Anything else?
Yeah, actually. Taron turned into a half Nikith, half Manticore demon kind of thingy and beat him to death. Then his dead body went nuclear for some reason and the entire place turned into a smoking crater. Pretty interesting day, all things considered.
Eric, did you know about the Xenu?
What? No. I had suspicions, but nothing like this. I thought all the corruption was just good old-fashioned blue blood and bribery. If what Azorian said is true...
Right. It changes everything.
On the contrary, it changes nothing.
Excuse me?
We're still going to need a team to take the Imperium down. Captain, continue with the mission.
Fucking A. Let's get these bastards.
Wait, are you serious? Everything we know about the Imperium has completely changed. We don't know who's being influenced. Who knows about the Xenu? Who's working for them?
Fortune, there's no time. Your mission is to destabilize the Imperium, but killing a Xenu is more like a surprise double-fisted dick punch that's dropped the entire thing to its knees. I've managed to convince them what happened at the temple was an accident. The Empress already has a capture bounty on your heads over the Cloy incident. If they realize you killed Azorian...
You're saying we make our move now, or we abandon the whole thing. Is that it?
Fortune, this could be the tipping point in this fight. Are you in, or are you out?
I'm in.
I knew I could count on you guys. Get the final team member on board. That's when we'll start to take the fight to them. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, I've got a lot of shit to deal with today. I'll be back in touch as soon as I can. Good luck, and stay safe and out of sight.
I don't know what it is, but something's not right here. You've known Erark a long time, since back in the New Vegas days.
That's right. If I know one thing in this life, it's that Erark is a good cunt. Probably the goodest cunt of all. This fucking guy risked his life to keep Casadora from wiping us out.
I guess we both technically owe him our lives then.
I don't want to tell the whole story right now because I'd rather tease everyone a bit with this particular plot thread concerning my backstory, but I got into some heavy shit because of what happened after the Battle of New Vegas. I was a dead man, but Erark got me and a few other mates safe passage off the planet. I don't know what you're playing at, but you'd have to be fucked in the head to doubt this bloke.
Could use a bit more subtlety, but I got it. Okay, we'll do what he says.
You want to know about my FAP routine? Are we talking the amount of sessions in general, or how many times I come in a day? I don't keep exact numbers because, frankly, with my inclinations, it's not really even possible in the first place. But I tend to roll with a 5-to-1 ratio.
I'm going to have to ask for a finger sniff verification.
Go right ahead. You're welcome to lick them, too. To be honest, this is really weird for me. I'm only used to being with other girls. You're the only exception I make, or have ever made, for that matter. I certainly had the chance, but I just wasn't into those guys enough to go for it, I guess. That changed in a big way when I met you.
You know what? I'm proud I could be the tour guide for your first trip up Mount Cock.
Same here, Captain. Oh, wow. That really didn't work, did it?
How long were you on my ship before we met?
Oh, it's tough to say. I was working so hard that I kind of, lost track of time.
And how many times did you sneak into my quarters?
It was just that once. Honestly, I tried so hard to avoid that part of the ship because, well, I knew what would happen. But there was this loose paneling I was worried about right next to your windows. So one thing kind of led to another, and here we are. But hey, at least I inspected the paneling first. It passed galactic spacefaring safety regulations, by the way.
You know, you told me why you left your planet, but not how you got off it.
Well, how I got off it goes back to how I got off on it. You remember I told you about finding that vibrator, right? I kind of, stole it from a tourist.
You swiped a lady's box buzzer? That's uncalled for.
Captain, I don't think you understand how things work on my planet. We don't have stealing there. Everything is basically community property. You just take what you want when you want it. Simple.
But don't you guys have stuff that's valuable? Or something that's important to you?
Of course we do. But with something like that, it's your responsibility to keep your eyes on it. Oh, for example, one of my 29 brothers had this stone axe he really liked. This fat dude that lived next to us kept taking it to cut wood. My bro hated having to walk all the way over there every time he needed it back, so he started fucking the guy's wife.
How exactly did that solve the situation?
I mean, after the 5th time, the guy got the message. Take my axe, I fuck your wife. Pretty simple. He didn't like the sight of this handsome, young, and hung dude dicking down his missus, so he made his own axe.
Wait, are you saying even married ladies are community property on your planet?
No, Captain. That would be incredibly sexist. Everyone fucks whoever they want. Anyways, you're getting me off track. Okay, so getting back to the tourism stuff. Most people that came to our planet just wanted to see the sights, but we get a lot of merchants as well.
If your people aren't that interested in technology, what kind of stuff did they import?
Solar cock, obviously. The gigolo business was insane back home. Plus, a lot of guys that came to my planet were just giving dick away.
I don't think I ever heard of reverse sex tourism before.
Well, you have now. Man, I remember entire ships full of solars arriving and creating these dick-feeding frenzies that went on for days. I stayed away for the most part due to the whole gash-gobbling thing, but one of the boys brought some toys with him. I was more interested in those, so I swiped the vibrator when I got a chance. I brought it home and just went fucking crazy with it. We're talking a 2-day marathon of masturbation, Captain. That was when I fell in love with technology. I knew I had to get off the planet and find more of these things.
Did you hop a ride on the shuttle then?
Actually, the guy the vibrator belonged to? Well, it's a long story. I'll tell you some other time.
I've got a question about Nikith anatomy.
Are you wondering how it's possible for Taron to produce more ejaculate in an hour than you've seen in your entire life? The females of most species are capable of what we commonly refer to as squirting. A solar like me, for example, could potentially run dry after a particularly rigorous series of orgasms. However, Nikith have the ability to draw in moisture through their epidermis, similar to amphibians. That could potentially give them a nearly limitless supply. That's all depending on the environment in which said squirting takes place, of course. It's why they prefer planets with high humidity.
You lost me at rigorous series of orgasms.
I'll tell you what, Captain. Send Taron to my lab, and I'll investigate this matter personally.
How's business at the pub these days?
That new lass doesn't drink much, so we're way overstocked on booze.
Believe me, Taron's got other vices.
Oh, I'm aware. We had a nice long chat a few hours ago.
I thought I smelled just a hint of pussy in the air.
Guilty as charged, love. Though, I must say, I do respect Taron quite a bit. Her endless wanking is both a disability and an addiction latent in her own biology, all wrapped up into one serious fat problem she can never solve. Her resume is impressive on its own. When you consider what she's accomplished in spite of her issues and the technological limitations of her species, to me, she's quite admirable. Also, delicious.
Hey, brah, can you do me a favor and have a talk with Taron? Look, if she wants to borrow my tools to fix up the ship, I'm totally fine with that. However, it's not exactly easy to get Nikith hair out of an industrial power drill. How it got there in the first place, I don't even know, but I kinda wanna know.
But you like having her around, yeah?
For sure, man. It's nice to have a spare hand for maintenance. Also, I don't have to climb deep into some tiny vent full of drudge turds anymore to fix a single fucking screw. Man, that was annoying.
Are you getting lazy on me?
Lazy has got nothing to do with it. I'd like to see you crawl through the shafts of the gut like this.
A gut you have because you're a lazy stoner wanker.
Okay, maybe that's got something to do with it. But regardless, Taron and me make a good team.
How about this whole scenery revelation?
It almost makes me wish that the Cloy never stopped rampaging across the galaxy back in the day. At least the friggin' Sinu would have been gone.
Well, me and the new girl took one out, so that's a start.
Taron's great, by the way. We definitely need to have a talk with her about that hair, though. Ugh.
Did you get any security tips from Taron?
Absolutely. Miss Kraask identified several vulnerabilities that were overlooked by the original designer of the Mary Celeste, whoever that may be.
Such as?
Apparently, it was possible to enter the ship through a small gap between the rear thruster's safety plating, which retracts moments before entering a warp gate. She tested it by spacewalking across the hull to the edge of the thrusters, and then perfectly timed a dive through the narrow opening just seconds prior to ignition. She also stated that the investigation made her so frickin' horny that she fapped for almost 30 minutes straight.